I watched the video, and he talked about um, this idea where a lot of things were normally not described by normal distribution. They were talking about some experiments made by, I forgot the name, I'll have it somewhere, maybe in the description. Um, but the general idea is that there are some things like earthquakes, like forest fires, that can be described by certain graphs and certain equations. Really, it's all about like not everything behaves in a normal distribution. Sometimes what tends to happen is that the smaller effect is very often, like it happens very often, it's very frequent, and then the big effects are the the lowest frequency, the lowest probability of happening. So my dogs are fighting. Um, the bigger, yeah, the bigger the impact of an event, the lower the likelihood of the event happening. What happens in these, like what they call like the systems in criticality or something like that, is that one one small thing can have a huge impact. The thing is that it can, but its probability is very low. But the important thing is that the more little things that happen, even like the smaller the impact of little things happening, the more impact the same event could have in the future. Like what I really resonated was when they were talking about like the forest fires. They were talking about how um, the fires could have small effects, but if there's too many small impacts, like very little amount of forestry burned, what would happen is that too many trees would show up, making it even easier for a big fire, like a big huge fire to occur, because there was more like density and more tree density, and then that means that it's so much easier for a fire to just go bananas because it like there's the space for it. All of that. They also talked about like what happens in a game, like what happens if that turns into a game. You flip a coin, and then every time that you miss, your potential outcome grows. Like they were talking about doubling. So like if you flip a coin and then you get heads, you lost, but the chances of like the outcome of you winning would double. So like if you bet $1 and you lost the first time, the second time you played, $1 will get you $2. But if you lost again, $1 will give you $4. If you lost again, $1 will get you $8. And then we're talking about like the idea was that like some games and some situations behave in that way. And like in a way, like normal games, normal situations, average situations that behave in a normal distribution have a way of like you're more likely to have average results than you are in any other results. Um, and like the distribution or like the okay, I think I'm assuming other things that maybe are not like really mentioned in that thing, but all of that gibbering or gibberish is that maybe I just need to do more, even if it's shitty. Maybe I just need to do more generalized. I've been beating myself up over thinking that I have to specialize. Like the market benefits from or provides benefit to those who specialize. And I would see that in like all the tech giants and all the people that went to school for programming or computer science or whatever it is, and then they got the six figures. And I'm not getting the six figures because I went for something more broad and not necessarily exactly what I wanted, but what I thought made sense um, on the pathway too. So what I'm thinking is I just embrace the generalized approach that I tend to favor, and then just go from there. Give me 1 second. My female duck's trying to fuck my male cat. Freya! Morning! Lalabas. I might cut that. So yeah, like it's a matter of just looking for options. And like I have two ideas. This is one of them. Just kind of like doing the whole um, podcast type of thing where the idea is to get to 10 episodes and then keep going and then beating the whole thing that most podcasts don't get to 10 episodes. Well, maybe we just try and beat that, even if it's short, even if it's not the greatest production, like my dog undoing the whole bed that wasn't even made while I'm talking. Morning! And like laundry unfolded uh, next to me. So the idea is just do more. Like lighting isn't perfect. Like I think I should have like turned this off and or lowered its intensity, but it is what it is. It is a matter of just getting 10 episodes of something, anything. I'm gonna see if I can do one per day. I want to do rather than I'm gonna see if I'm gonna do it. I want to do one per day, starting today, December 1st. I don't know whether when this is posted. I don't think there's gonna be much difference because like at least to start, there's not gonna be a whole lot of editing. Um, Eventually, the idea is to get to a point where I can kind of assess what I did, if there was any impact at all, and then if I want to change anything. I think like right now, I have to just make myself do it, and then once I do it enough, then I start thinking about like how I would do it better. Like I think like a lot of times I wasn't doing this because I say like, oh, I don't have a microphone. Oh, I don't have the noise canceling thing. I don't have the camera. And while I'm just recording on my phone with some microphones that I bought because I wanted to film something for my job. My cat is being really loud right now. Um, and then I'm just gonna do this. Hopefully, something comes out of it. Like I'm not gonna lie. I'd rather something happen, something big, but I don't think it's gonna happen in the first one or the second one or even the 10th. I think I need to do the 30, assess, make some changes, add more, take away, whatever. Um, I would love to try and talk to other people. Although I enjoy self reflection, I think that self reflection isn't as entertaining as is a conversation. Um, who knows? You know, like maybe I'll do some self reflection and then some conversation. The second idea that I have, I think I'm going to save it for tomorrow. But the second idea that I have is related to um, kind of testing it on a more exact, like not exact, but a more immediate basis, like trying to. The gist of the idea is trying to see like if I can get um, people or companies, rather companies, to send stuff as a as part of like baby shower gifts for my soon to be born son. So I'm gonna kind of just plan and see what the scope of it is and like how it would be done, and then yeah, go from there. I just got to 10 minutes. I'm probably gonna cough a little part where I drop an F-bomb, because I don't want to do a whole lot of editing. So I'm just gonna like take off what really needs to be taken out. Um, and yeah, just go from here. I'll kind of just talk about what the other project is, and then use that as a way to kind of just move forward for my second day, and then ideally we figure something out for the third day. Thank you very much. If you watch this, ideally this doesn't end up in like a private list of the old videos. I would rather keep it as available as possible, because I think like if this does become something, then it's out there for someone to see how the beginning works. Because I think like that's a big part of like seeing the whole YouTube thing, is that you see them once they've gotten something, and then um, you don't see how they got there, or like what they had to do in the beginning. You only see like the big stuff. So yeah, hopefully this stays there. Um, it's a part of the whole thing. And then the plan um, for the gifts, hopefully it's fun. It might be like a little journey. Yeah, I'm gonna save other stuff for later. I don't want to like throw everything into one and then I don't have anything else to say for the next one. So bye.